Hi, my name is Susanna Harmon, physical therapist with LiveBeyondBreastCancer.com. This is Leisha Sherman, acupuncturist. We are on our third part of our series for acupressure to alleviate the side effects of cancer-related fatigue. Today, Lisa is going to be sharing with us relaxation acupressure points, which are going to help with stimulating relaxation in order to go to sleep. Correct? Okay.
Yeah, so what the study that we're referencing in the blog found out, it compared the stimulating acupuncture points that we talked about it to these relaxation acupuncture points. And it seems kind of counterintuitive, but actually what they found was that over time, the people that pressed on the relaxation acupressure points every day were the ones whose fatigue decreased. I think it's like 85%.
It was 90%.
90%, yeah.
And maybe it was 70%, but it was significant, and I was very surprised that the relaxation points were actually a little bit more effective than the stimulatory points.
Yes, and the reason for that is probably that these points are traditionally used, the relaxation points are traditionally used to help with insomnia in Chinese medicine. So the thought being that if you improve someone's sleep, then they're better rested and they don't feel as tired.
Makes sense.
So
to
that
me.
makes a lot of sense, right?
Yes.
So shall we do it?
Yes.
Excellent.
Let's start.
Okay, so the first point we're going to feel is probably, it's one of the best known relaxation points on the whole body, and if you only had to pick one to do, this would be the one that I would pick.
Okay.
It's called Yin Tan.
Okay.
And it's located in the center of the forehead between the two eyebrows. And from a yoga point of view, we think of it as the third eye point. So you can either stimulate it with the middle finger, and you just kind of find the bridge of the nose, and you slide up until you come off of that just between the eyebrows.
Yep.
That's a little kind of dip there. And again, you can use, as we did in the previous videos, a slight circling action of the finger until you find that, oh yeah, that's the spot. And you just feel a little extra sensation there. And so you're going to circle the finger until you find that extra tender spot. And then once you find the spot, you can just press and hold. You're going to press and hold there for about 3 minutes.
That feels really good.
Yeah. Yeah, don't go to
We
sleep.
both have red dots on our forehead now.
Don't go to sleep.
Okay. Not yet.
These points should make you feel relaxed. They are relaxing for the nervous system. So the next technique, we're gonna stimulate a point called An Mian, and that means peaceful sleep in Chinese. So guess what that point is for? Okay, and we're going to do this not by acupressure directly on the point, but just by a general massage technique. So take the fingers and just find this muscle that runs up behind the ear. And you're just going to massage that tight muscle. They'll feel the bony bit where the muscle connects. And just that whole area, and just give it a little bit of a massage, the tips of the fingers. And you can use fairly strong pressure there. And you might find it's actually a little bit tender.
Still, because I found a tender point, especially on the left side.
Yeah, if you can find a tender point in the height of the muscle, so the muscle feels like a band that's coming down. And if you can feel a tender point in the height of the muscle, then you can kind of press and hold there. Otherwise, you can just give yourself a
For
massage.
all those physical therapists out there, are you referring to the sternocleidomastoid?
It's the sternocleidomastoid.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it's in the height of the muscle there. Yeah. And while you're there, you can also give yourself a little massage of the tops of the ears.
Oh.
It's also very good for relaxation. And from a Western point of view, the reason for this is that the ear contains a lot of nerve receptors for the vagus nerve, which is the primary nerve of the parasympathetic nervous system, which acts like the brakes on the nervous system. So that's why it's used for relaxation.
I love the vagus nerve.
Yes, me too. I'm a vagus nerve nerd. Yeah. So yeah, give yourself a little massage. Maybe press and hold, and then give the tops of the ears a little massage. And I'll let you work out how long you want to do that for, because it feels quite nice.
My ears are so warm after doing that.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So we're next going to go to a point called Heart 7.
Okay.
And that's located on the inner wrist beneath the little finger. So on the inner wrist, you're going to follow down the line of the little finger, and you're going to feel the bone that's at the bottom underneath the little finger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just going to come off this bone to the inside. There's a little corner.
It dips down.
Yeah, and you'll find the wrist creases just there.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to press, again, you press your finger or the tip of a pencil eraser. You're going to come inside this tendon that's underneath that bone, and there's just a little kind of corner there. You're just going to press in there.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
And that's heart 7.
There we go.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You can do that?
I was a little off,
Okay.
but
So
now I've got it.
Try with that. So yeah, inner wrist, come down underneath the little finger. You find the bone there, and then slide on the inside of the bone at the wrist crease. And you'll find like just a little corner there. There's a tendon. Slide up next to the tendon, and just in that little crease there.
You know, I'm a manual therapist, so I like to feel everything, but I am enjoying the eraser tip.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it requires
less effort.
It's a lot less effort, you know. And if you're trying to get ready for sleep, then anything that is less effort is better, right? So you would press and hold, and again, you can use this technique of like circling the finger or circling the tip of the eraser first until you feel, oh yeah, that's the point. And then once you feel that, you're pressing in and holding, and just leaving it there for about 3 minutes.
Are there any contraindications to heart 7?
No contraindications for heart 7.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And if we were doing the full treatment, you would then come onto the other side, find that point, press and hold for 3 minutes. All right.
Great.
Good. So the final set of points for this relaxation treatment is on the foot. So I'm going to get you to take off your right shoe, and then just pop your foot up on your knee. Okay, so this point,
Can I put my foot on your
please
knee?
do. So you're going to find here the valley. This point's called liver 3,
Okay.
and you're going to find the valley between the big toe and the second toe. So as you run your finger down between the big toe and the second toe, the finger's naturally going to fall into a valley between the two bones here, and at the center of that valley, you're going to feel that point. And this is a pretty easy point to feel for most people.
Oh, that's no problem. No problem.
Yeah. So coming down, make sure that you're in the fleshy part between the bones.
It's even more
between the
intense
bones.
down there.
Yeah. This is
What
not.
is this one called
This
again?
is liver 3.
Okay.
This is not a hard point to feel for most people.
Okay.
It's especially not a hard point to feel for most ladies. It's especially not hard to feel for most ladies when they're about to have their period. At that time of the month, it can be especially tender. And there are no contraindications for this point again. So once again, you could, if you had any trouble finding it, which you're not, you can circle to find the exact spot. Once you feel the spot, press and hold for about 3 minutes, and again, the eraser can help to take a little bit of the pressure
I'm just
off.
going to leave my finger on this one.
Okay.
So, is there any contraindications to this one?
Not for this one, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can do these 4 points before I go to bed and have
Yes.
really nice sleep?
Yes, my recommendation is that since these are primarily relaxation points, that you want to do them before you want to go to sleep. So,
Okay.
you know, if you're having an afternoon nap, of course, you could do them then, or if you want to, you can do them just before sleep, so about half an hour before bedtime.
Fantastic!
All right.
I've learned so much today.
Excellent. Good. How are you feeling?
I'm not feeling like I need to go to sleep, but it is the morning time. So, yeah, all right. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today.
My pleasure.
And I believe that we have finished now the Acupressure Cancer-related fatigue series. And you can join us in the future to see about how to perform acupressure to reduce nausea and vomiting, as well as hot flashes and some other